Hello. We're back to the squeaky chair. My son took it, just so everyone knows. Don't expect no squeaks tonight. We do have some new stuff up. One of the things I'll be posting. Hello, Tampa. Who we got in here? Fella Chris, Sweet Carolina, Richard. Welcome in. It says there's 4 people watching. Maybe I'm one of them. Oh God, it's so loud here. I'll turn it this way. Can you guys still hear my voice okay? If I do this? We've got this guy too. This is from Neo Rev in Japanese, but it's a Starmie. I really liked it when I seen it, so I figured we'd grab it for the channel. So, also, some sleeves. So we've got these ones. These are like kind of like bags for Starmie Daniels. These will be good for most any streamer who's like adding packs and stuff to sleeves. But these ones TamFam sent me. These are pretty nice sleeves. Like they're really clear, small enough, like they fit completely on a slab. So like for this guy, for example. Like perfect size fit. It's like very snug too, so. They're card savers. Yeah. Welcome in, Dan. Yeah, Beckett's got some cool stuff. These Pro Guard cards sleeves. I would definitely grab some of these up. I haven't checked the price on them. Again, thanks to TamFam for doing it. I've ripped them open here and they probably need to open there. But yeah, whatever. I'll do it every time. But yeah, they fit well. Very clear, so you can see the card just fine. Don't have to like take it off to really see much else. So it works out. There is some pretty cool stuff up though. If we run a little bit, I'll go ahead and throw this guy up soon as well. I really didn't want to get rid of the Unknown just because it's a Gen 2, but it's modern. So we'll still send it. We'll still send it. Seems a little loud. Thank you, Dan. It was loud. There we go. There we go. That should be better. You just have to hear the squeaks a lot more. Like if I move a certain way, this chair is. There we go. There we go. Yeah, I always turn it up because like if I watch a stream or something, I turn it up and set my headphones. Like I've got some shitty old headphones, and I'll just like set it down, turn the volume all the way up, and just listen to it that way instead of wearing the headset. Let's see here, what else was there? Yeah, this guy will be going up as well. Let's see what's got some smaller stack here. Dark Easy First Edition. Hopefully we can fill some. I'll probably, more than likely what I'll do, what I'm thinking anyway, is run this stream, run one more stream, and hopefully that'll do it to where everything except for the roof will be good on the building. And that's not to get anybody to send money or something, but like once that's accomplished and I know there's enough funds to get everything I need, then I'll probably take like a week off. I'm gonna have a buddy come up and we're just gonna knock this out, probably do a lot of work on the house too, but I'm gonna go pick him up and then have him stay with me for about a week, and then just get a bunch of stuff handled. The trick is I may even try to get him to go to the gym with me while he's here, get him hooked. You're gonna send one for Vaporeon and Scyther? Sounds good, man. I'll go ahead and change him. Thank you, Dan. One for Vaporeon and one for the Scyther. Let me get this notepad pulled up. And we're back. Just make sure that music is an alt account. If I didn't have this job, I'd offer to come up and help as well. That'd be awesome. Yeah, I'm gonna go pick him up, and then we're just gonna, I guess, knock everything out, get it finished, so I can go ahead and start moving all this stuff out there, and then slowly start working on the house too. Add an extra. Well, I won't have to do much as far as putting an extra bedroom on and turning this room into one. So we're gonna try to get a lot of stuff done though. Dan, you can pick spots on both the Vaporeon and the Scyther as well. Again, sorry guys for the squeak. Let me see if I can get something to slow this down a little. Should muffle it a little. Maybe. A little. 7 on both. God, it didn't help anything, did it? It's so bad. Let me see if my son will swap me chairs real quick. Give me 1 second, guys. Not as squeaky anymore. There we go. Alright, Dan, I got you taken care of, man. And Ian, I didn't say hi, I just read what you said. Welcome in, man. I can use this chair beside me for things to sit it on. We also have this guy up as well. It'll be behind the Blasty. It's actually a pretty pricey card right now. Let me see here. Okay, and then we should have one extra slot with a 0. Fuecoco Hype Raid. Nation raiding. Thank you, Nation. Can you believe Nation's not mad at me for this title? Since he put Sunday Run Day or something, he's going with it, with me. I like it. Run Day Sunday. It's wAlKdAY. It's wAlKdAY. For some people. I think the next stream will be one of the better streams. Plan on doing a big giveaway. It'll be a big giveaway. So everybody make sure you're around for that one. Make sure you're around. Let's see, where's that hammer at? Oh, I already gave it to Tam Fam. Never mind. But yeah, again, we'll probably do this stream and one more, and then take probably a week off. It just depends, really. So once everything's good to where I know I can finish what I need to, then I'll just go ahead and take the week off. You have one job. Oh, she'll get it. She's accurate. Accuracy is key. Yeah, it'll be nice to get out there. I think I've decided on color too, so we'll probably have like a gray, like a light gray color. I know I was talking to like Roche the other day, and that will allow for the LEDs, like the strips and stuff, to glow up the wall. So I'll probably run it like a light gray color. Oh, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. Let's see here. Do we got anything? What do we have over here in these stacks? I got a bunch of crap, man. What is all this? Code cards. Do not fall. I know they are. Oh, I was looking the other day and found these guys again. I think it was Ziller asked me about these cards. The battle cards. Adam's card. Broly's. Garrett's. Allen's. There's Tam Fam's. We got Dan. OPB's. And Colin's dad. Congrats on the win, Nation. $21 card, 552 packs. Whew. That's devastating. What all do we have sitting here, man? There's just a bunch of stuff sitting here. Let's see what we got here. Some older ones from, what year is this from? 2017. Some not from 2017. I'm just trying to check this stuff because I'll be moving it all soon. The Pikachu from 2015. Hoopa, Meganium, Entei, Jirachi. I think some of this is from Cosmic. What is all this? Guzma? Azurill? Who is Azurill? I thought that was Azumarill. Dusknoir. There's a Pidgey. Steelix. Need to sort all that and get all that sent out too. I didn't know Azurill was a Pokemon. I thought it was Azumarill and Marill. Kate B, welcome in. You don't know either, Dan? Yeah, I didn't know that was a Pokemon, honestly. Azurill. Misty's Azurill. So is that like Meryl's first form? Holding a C license. That's what it looks like. It looks like a baby Meryl. Yeah. Yeah, see, I had no clue about that one. I know in the first couple games they couldn't even fit all the Pokemon into the game, so they had to actually do away with a lot of them. And I think they revisited it later, but it kind of threw stuff off when they had like pre-evolutions of like Pichu to Pikachu and different stuff like that. Kind of threw everything off, at least in my opinion. Like there was like a baby Jinx and a couple others, but they act like they didn't know about them, but they technically couldn't be there without knowing about them. Yeah, I mean, some of them's okay. I'm fine with the Pokemon. It's just the way that they presented them, I guess. It was my biggest thing, especially when I was younger with it, but Gen 2 didn't bother me anyway, though. That was my favorite. Visited with some family today. Was supposed to be at a pool party, but it was too cold to swim. Hung out and had food. Hanging out and having food is always good. I love food. And food loves me. I need more of it. I need more. Okay, so I think I got your stuff. Just came in, dude. Food's always good. I'd like to, once I can get some of this stuff fixed up pretty nice, then I'll be able to actually maybe have a couple friends over or something for the nice little patio. Good thing I just have to get a little bit of concrete for it to redo some of it. Damn pine needles. I have 7 minutes, then I'm going to bed. 7 minutes. Can we run one of these in 7 minutes? If we can fill one in 7 minutes, Dan, I'll run it just for you. Just for you, Dan. It was raining only 65 out. Alex, welcome in. Yeah, that way I have 7 hours of sleep. Man, I miss 7 hours of sleep. That's always a fun time. Wake up with just drool everywhere, matted beard, just completely pushed to the side. Oh, it's a good feeling to wake up like that. Alex, you causing chaos? We like some chaos here. Depends on the chaos, though. We're down to stir the fry. Uh-oh, Dan. You have competition now. And you gotta leave in 6 minutes? Maybe. That's how the world works, Dan. People step up, people step down. Then you gotta go to bed in 5 minutes. No, we can't ever let you leave, Dan. Even if you try to, I'll get you back. WH, welcome in, man. What kind of stuff have you pulled lately, WH? I said a hip hop to the hip. Wasn't that from the was it the wedding singer, the grandma singing the song? That's at least what I think of every time. Yeah, beside the Steamboat Willie. Dude, WH is getting like God packs and, you know, Steamboat Willie and all this other stuff. Dude's out here pulling some heat. Sugar Hill Gang. Yeah, Sugar Hill Gang, but wasn't there a movie with the grandma? Like she was all like, I think it was The Wedding Singer or something is what it was called. That's what I always think of when I hear that. Everything but slabs on hill? I mean here? We need to get you some slabs. We need to get you some slabs. We've got you, I think there's one or two over there. But yeah, I'm trying to think for what you've entered. I can't remember exactly. You've entered a handful so far. When you say grandma, I think Tyler Perry. Cobra Diamond, welcome in. How's your weekend been? To Jack and the Wise Man. You've still got the Blastoise over there too. Three minutes, Dan. 3 minutes. I swear I think it's called The Wedding Singer. Let me look it up. Wedding Singer, grandma, hip hop to the stuff. It is. It's The Wedding Singer. If you type in Wedding Singer grandma, hip hop, it'll come up. No, Grandma's Boy was an amazing movie though. That movie was the best. That was first stream luck, Matt. I don't know, man. I don't know. You didn't pull a Steamboat Willie on the first stream for Pokestock. It was later. On timeout here, but we'll enjoy watching. Well, I appreciate that, dude. I appreciate that, boy. That boy. I read Grandma's Boy again and just said it. Yo, Eddie told me to tell you to check Discord. Which one? That's a whole lot of meat. Pause. Highlander, welcome in. Just got home after a long day, so I'm playing catch up. What'd you do today, JC? Getting fished. Oh man, you were the person who pulled the Wu Chain fishies. I remember that stream. Yeah, definitely, man. Yeah, that was harsh. That was harsh. How you doing, Jay? For the no fish emoji? Yeah, well, I remember the stream. I didn't remember who was pulling them, but that was pretty harsh. Especially considering that was the hit from each box, like 3 of them in a row, I think. Went out of town with the fam, then went and visited some friends. Right on time for my stream. Oh, you do love me, after all. Or it was just coincidence. Dan's gotta go, guys. Dan's gotta go. Goodbye, Dan. You will be missed. But don't worry. We've got Alex here to stir some shit up. Now, we'll miss you, Dan. We'll miss you. Okay. So did Shane at Pokestock? Hopefully this week is eventful, Dan. Hey, you. I don't like your boyfriend. Who's your boyfriend? It still worth like 12K. The Steamboat Willie? I don't know, I haven't checked, but I'm sure WH knows since he pulled one. Avril. The only person I know named Avril is Avril Lavigne. You're on Kids Bop mode. Yeah, I remember the Kids Bop. I never listened to it, but the commercials. It was like they would play them so often that it was kind of like your own playlist. As soon as they were singing a song, you knew what they were getting ready to sing next, and it was just like these... If you hear the song any other place, like you're automatically going to assume that other song follows because of how many times it was heard. That's the lyrics that were typed. I don't remember that one. I just remember like Skater Boy. Yeah, I used to love her too. Didn't care for her music as much, but I hear that jungle slab calling me. The jungle one. The Vaporeon? Oh, it's calling you. It's dialing your number right now. What's up, Chris? Welcome back, man. How many you want, Jay? Two. I got you, man. Thank you. And which two numbers? The only numbers taken on it is 7. So you can pick any two numbers. But I have to kill her. 5 and 9. We got 5 CD and 9 CD. We're up to 3 on it. Up to 3. In my language means money. It means money. I'm never gonna give you up. I thought when she was younger. She used to look really like crazy young, even when she was a little bit older. Now I'm not so sure. I haven't actually seen Avril Lavigne in a long time. Let's look it up. Images. She still looks kind of the same. Wait a minute. Yeah, pretty much the same. Different style, but she looks the same. Yeah. She yeah, she looks very similar. That's kind of scary. As soon as I typed it in, it said, let me do it again here because I want to see Avril Lavigne. And then I go to images. As soon as I do it, Avril Lavigne family responds to conspiracy theory that says she died. E. Like there's a bunch of pictures, and on the far right, that's what it lists if you go to images. Yeah, she looks very similar. That I don't know. 38. She's 38. I bet when she smiles you can see her age. On Guardians of the Galaxy game, Rick Astley's song comes up in the background during boss battle. I didn't know that, Joji. I'm 36. So 37 next year in May. 37. Getting there tomorrow. I figured it would have already been there, man. That's crazy. It's taken that long. How did I send that thing? Was it like some media mail on an accident? Let me check, dude. Because that doesn't sound right. Should have been there quicker. Let's see. Jason. Let's see the label. Parcel Select Ground. Parcel Select. I should have been a little quicker, but... Oh, dude, he's going to love that Zard. That's going to be sick to have. You have 5 days of 37 left. How come you all remember your ages? Joji, I didn't at one point. I actually lost a year. Yeah, I lost a year. And I was saying I was younger, a year younger than what I was. and then I figured it out. But it was mainly like when I had kids, it started going downhill as far as remembering. Yeah, there was a certain point it did get harder to remember, but once I found out, it stuck with me. Because for so long I was saying I was a year younger. For probably about 2 years, and then I figured it out. All these songs, everybody's just spouting off lyrics. Yeah, once I had kids though, that was pretty much it. Get my order earlier? I think so, Isaac. I didn't know if it was something from before or not. Let me check real quick, man. Let me grab it real quick. That way if there's something up here, I can go ahead and put it down for you, man. Because I did see it though. I didn't know if it was something from before. Let's see here. Spot 4. Okay. Gotcha. Spot 4. Isaac. I got you, man. Thank you for that. So we're up to 4 on the vape. Once you hit 50, it won't matter anymore. So I'm the oldest here. We all got a little bit of age on us. At least for the most part. I would say most people are probably 30s. Close to, at least. Isaac sniping any slabs tonight? He just now jumped in on the Vaporeon. Well, he did earlier. I was just slow about it and didn't know for sure what it was. After 30, I quit counting. I got tired of being reminded of getting older. I don't know, guys. I'm not gonna play like it. It's one of those things like, I'm glad that I'm older, because before it was just like you have, and people can take it how they want. As you get older, you should be gaining more knowledge, at least until a certain point. I find it more fun to be, mid 30s than what it was even for 20s, to be honest with you. I find it much more fun. Just more knowledge, more everything. Like more drive to get certain things done, accomplished. All that. And that's not to say like, oh, I'm glad you whatever, but I'm probably the strongest I've ever been at this point. A lot of different things like that, so. I'm green still. I'm not yellow yet. Eventually I'll brown, but I'll enjoy the sweetening at my own pace. Go banana smoothies. During college, ran a video game store from 98 to 2003. Fun times. Some of the best games and consoles. Lots of Pokemon packs open. Dude, 97 WH. One of the games that came out then is something that I'm not even kidding you. That game, and I'm not saying like it changed my life or something, or whatever, however you want to put it. But a friend that I had at that time, and Final Fantasy VII, like, had a lot to do with, because I grew up in the country, and there wasn't a lot of things other than like fishing, hunting, riding quads, or something like that. So I've done a mix of everything. So Final Fantasy VII kind of changed me a lot. I started doing programming, started doing a lot of those kind of things, and it's like, that's why I have like the armor. I know I've shown people before, but like Rodney, welcome in. TamFam said, I'm going to be a grandma next year. Oh yeah, it was a huge impact. I even named my most recent son, his name is Sid. She let me give him the name Sid. So, like, that was the character that was, in my opinion, the best. I've got a nice big figurine of him back there that my sister got me for a birthday not too long ago. Well, a couple years back. I think it was a birthday. Maybe not. But either way, she got it for me. So, yeah, I got to name a kid after Sid. No, not Sid from Toy Story. Richard. Yep, Sid Highwind. Sit down, shut up, and drink your goddamn tea. Like, that was one of the first lines he dropped. And it was great. Story-driven focus. Yeah, dude, I mean, like, I liked a lot of games better back then. Like, now I feel like a lot of gaming holds your hands too much. It's too rewarding for doing nothing. It's too much, like, got you, flashy shit always on the screen. And you're not... It's just like dopamine rushes instead of... I mean, games are games, don't get me wrong. But it felt more accomplishing without all the extra added stuff. Is Romeo Rodney? Yeah, that's Rodney. If I had a kid, I will name him Lord Shax, or just Shax. What is Lord Shax from? I'm so old, when you say Sid, I think of Sid Vicious. Sid Vicious, I remember him from wrestling too. But Sid Vicious from the Sex Pistols. What songs did they sing, Jay? I know some of those songs. Shax is a character from the Destiny game, and man, loved his dialogues in the game. Oh, he had some cool stuff. No, not Sid from Toy Story. I'm not naming my kid after, and it's not a S. Damn it, Richard, see what you started? Anarchy in the UK. Cool, hey guy. Damn, Sid from Toy Story. Sid Highwind. Is it a Metagrossian? Metangian? You kind of have to like punk rock. Some music, most music, there's certain things that hell, there's even a couple country songs that I can handle. So most music, like, it just depends on the mood. Most of the time right now with the stuff that I listen to, I don't listen to a lot of music unless I'm in the gym, and mostly that's just rock to like pump me the hell up, like hit some kind of, thought process in my head to piss me off or something like that. But the year was 2017. Destiny came out. Xbox Live was lit. Mac Miller bumps in the headset. Raids were active as... Matt did the name Barrett. She was actually about to let me name... she was going to give him Barrett anyway. It would be Barrett Sid. And I kind of blew my cover and was like, Barrett's another character in the game. And then she changed her mind. So he got the name Colton. I didn't like the name Colton, but I can't deny her. She's the mama. So, Did I explain the title already? Oh, it was just making fun of Nation. But he's okay with it, so it doesn't count. Because he's going along with it because I was making fun of it, so he was making fun of it with me and put Run Day Sunday or Sunday Run Day or something. So it didn't work out as well. Alex, do you play Destiny 2 as well? This is my daughter, Red 13. Oh god, man. Nanaki? I know there was a part in there was a part in 7 when I went through one playthrough and named Red 13 Nanaki. And it was like, Nanaki? Who's Nanaki? Yeah, how have you been, man? Are you still streaming and stuff? I need to go back through and try to follow other people again because I haven't, I don't know if I've got you followed on this account. Since I remade the account. I've tried to go back through and catch people. Have you been streaming? It's the only Blaine's card I need. Yeah, Moonshot. It's pretty fun to do that stuff in those. Normally, I don't even rename my characters, but in those games, sometimes I do. That may be something else that I do too. Like as I'm gaming. Oh, you've been. Let me go follow you right now, man. Let me go follow you right now, so I remember to do it. If not, I'll miss all your streams, and I won't even get to think about it really. There we go. I got you followed, man. Thank you, TamFam. Yeah, I had to remake my account. I got locked out of it due to clearing the cache, and Google didn't help me at all. They said I never logged in from this location. So, long story short, Google shitty. They didn't want to help. So, whatever. Remade the account. I don't have a Gmail anymore either, though. Not as far as the actual stuff that I try to use. TamFam, I finally figured out how to change the name and picture. Do I have Ribbon Ship followed? Man, I may be behind on some of you guys. I don't care to admit it. Oh, I don't. I'm a jerk. You guys got to tell me if I'm not subbed to somebody. Let me know. That way I can see it and go do it. Oh, I don't worry about just Pokemon, man. Like if sometimes it's just about like if somebody jumps in my stream or something, even if I can't watch it, I'll leave it up. You know, like just try to support back in ways. Like there's even times here lately I was even talking to like Rodney and Cheney, and it kind of sucks because where I was streaming on Fridays, I may move it back to a Thursday or something just because I don't like missing their streams. But I know for a little bit they were changing over to Saturdays for some reason, so I thought Fridays were open, so I kind of switched it over to it. But I may go back just so I can start catching their streams more. Daniel Pop, how's it going, man? Lurk for a few? I appreciate that, dude. Appreciate that. Hopefully once we do get monetized, because I'm not worried about what they actually paid, because that's not anything of anything. I just want to make some emotes or emojis. I want to get some of those in here, see what we can come up with. I think they should definitely let people, after you get so many subs or so many watch hours, have some emotes, but whatever. $500 subs? Yeah, I don't know. I'm not even pushing any of that though, honestly. Like I tried to at first, and it's just something like I don't really care to do it. And I noticed there were certain things, like it seems like now I get more viewers, and I get starting a channel from scratch and not knowing many people to starting a new channel after you've already had a following is a different story. But it's like the watch hours are higher. It seems like there are sprinkles of newer people coming in. It seems like more people are more active and stuff in the channel for the most part. It's almost like it helped me to start a new channel. So instead of like asking for subs or something, if somebody wants to, they can. I don't push it at all. I don't really care. More subs. Yeah, I mean, like, I could definitely do it. I could probably make a couple shorts and get subs like that too, but you know, not naming any names, but there's some people that when they've done that, they've went up to shitloads of subs, and all of a sudden, like, there's still 12 to 20 people in their chat, so it didn't really help them any as far as, you know, like what the algorithm does for them. So alternative accounts be ruining the algorithm and view hours. Yeah, I mean, like, if certain stuff like that, there's interactions that I've learned of. So like, if say somebody jumps on an alternate account and they don't interact with your channel, but they leave a sub or a like, it's almost like that'll get voided out. It's not 100%, but that's what it seems like. So if you do go to jump in somebody's channel or alt account, make sure you say hello or type for a second with that account and then switch back over. That way it'll actually give them the sub. I've been fishing with my grandson and swimming in the ocean and all kinds of stuff this weekend. That sounds awesome, dude. The fishing part, at least. I had to turn sub only in the chat because of the singles in your area bots. And I'm not talking about Pokemon or Magic singles. Yeah, dude, I haven't seen those in a long time. Shout out to all my 8 subscribers. I don't know why you're following me. I am not a tuber. It doesn't get voided, Matt. It just hurts your retention because a sub doesn't watch your stuff. Okay, well, either way, it's still like a negative impact, so that's good to know, though. I appreciate that. Rodney, again, this mic, the bass, very heavy bass, that's the mic that I have. Yeah, it's a Blue Yeti, but it's like one of the better versions. It's not just that little snowball Blue Yeti or whatever. Yeah, I haven't seen them in chats in a long time. I'm all about the bass. About the bass, no treble. You still listening to Kid Bop? No, I'm playing. Maybe it is in Kids Bop. Stuck in your head? Kids Bop these days? Oh yeah, it's a song. I know it's a song. My work will have to pay for the counseling required now. Yeah, I haven't heard anything about the Kids Bop in a very long time. I don't remember the last time I've had cable, like television, and it's nice. I don't do TV too often at all. Most of the time I actually watch Who's jumping in on Gyarados if Blasty gets replaced? Show of hands. I mean, there's a couple of things back here for now. There's this guy too. I know I was putting it back for somebody. They said they probably won't want it at the moment, but we could still run it. It is expensive. We've got the unknown. I'll set aside for right now, just because I probably will keep it for a little bit longer. We need a 5 to 7 one. 5 to 7. Let me see here. What can we do here? We've already, see, that's the one problem. I may cut down to 4 entries. Let's see, Ursa ring. What about something like, what about this guy? Where did this guy go? What about something like this one? I really like this Starmie when I seen it. I wish they would have done this in English. Something like that guy. The Starmie's really cool. I really wish they would have put them. There's also an Aerodactyl that I'd like to get to put on the channel. That is probably one of the better hollows I've seen. But it's an Aerodactyl from, I believe it's the same set. I have to look again, but they made it a non-hollow in English, but a hollow in Japanese, and it just looks sick. I wish they would have made it in English so bad. It'd probably be a card that I would hold on to and collect. But ducks don't like me. Yeah, we could do something like the Starmie. There's other stuff too that I can pull down. But a lot of the stuff that will be coming out is a little bit higher. Stuff like these guys. Like this Moltres. It's got a swirl down here at its foot. You've got this one. It's got a swirl right at the end right here where my thumb's at. It's hard to see with this black hollow, but or this black background. But right there's a swirl. And then the Beedrill. I may even just keep the Beedrill because it's a little cheaper one, but I really like this card. That may be one that I actually hold on to. Yeah, there's a bunch of cool stuff going to come out, guys. Like there's a lot up here now, but once we start cleaning that out, then there's a lot more to move. Will of Joy, Tam Fancy, Will of Joy. Those ducks aren't everything they're quacked up to be. Don't tell Dan, we found Dan's replacement. That was like a dad joke. Don't tell Dan. 2 on Starmie. I got you. 2. And then this Starmie. Yeah, I actually really like that Starmie. If it was English, I would collect it. Tam Fam. Why is my PayPal being slow? There we go. Yeah, DBC, I'll try to catch your next stream, man. When do you, if you're still here, when do you plan on going live? Okay, you are there. When do you plan on going live again, DBC? And what game are you playing? 7's remake? Do you know what Simba's dad's name would be if they were cows instead of lions? The Starmie is sweet. Yeah, the Starmie looks really cool. I really wish that thing was English. I'm just not a Japanese collector. Streaming 16 throughout the week. Yeah, man, I heard, well, not even just heard, but I've seen some of the stuff with 16 and a little disappointed in it. But as far as 7's remake, I'm so ready for the next part to come out so people can shut the hell up about Zach being alive. That wasn't Zach being alive, it was a memory, it was a thought, it's just how everything worked. And before they even got to Midgar, there could have been a time period where he had to drop Cloud off for a moment. But then when Zach dies, like I don't know. I'm just ready for that next part. My biggest problem is I don't have a PlayStation 5, and I don't see myself getting one. Probably period, because I would only have it for one game. It would just be for Final Fantasy VII, the remakes of it. And by the time that they come out with the next part, I mean, it'll probably be years from now. Probably about 3 or so years. So, Tripshot said the Vaporeon is super nice. Well, I mean, dude, the Switch, I'm going to be real, like, I have kids too, so, well, I have kids. The Switch is great for them, but not only that, like, there's some fun games on the Switch. Breath of the Wild is definitely a great one. I haven't got to play it much. Then you've got the newest Zelda/Link game. What is the Splatoon? The Pokemon League style game. Like, there's a lot of good stuff on there. Plus now they're doing like the emulator style. I don't know about Zach either, but we'll see. I don't know. I mean, I know for a fact, like, Zach's not alive. It's not an alternate timeline that he's just alive, but it was a memory. But they will incorporate Zach into the game. It just won't be directly with the characters that are going at that time. It may be some kind of past events or something like that, but they're not changing the game. The creators have already stated that all the events are still going to take place. Small things will be changed that make more sense, but people keep trying to say it's an alternate timeline and Zach's alive, and that the remake and stuff like that has some sentimental, or not sentimental, but some subliminal style message. But it's not true. They had to end the game the way they did to make it a game. Yeah, I mean, like, they'll now the thing is with 7 does have a lot of alternate timelines. Genesis, I can't think of all the different names right at the moment, but then there's a couple characters that don't even get mentioned in the first Final Fantasy VII game. Well, in the first creation of 7, but that was because it was on a PlayStation game. They had to cut a lot of stuff out, things like that to do what they wanted, but it was also limited. But if you watch a lot of the different videos, as far as like the shows and stuff like that, there's a lot of information you can get from them. Yeah, well, I mean, they made it seem like that, which is good. It makes people surprised. It makes people think about what's going to happen, but it's already been stated completely there that this game may add things, but the events are still going to happen. Aerith still dies. Like, all this different stuff still, the chain of events still works out the same. It's just extending and adding more. Like the Yuffie part, where Yuffie was like a secret character, they went ahead and added her into the game, so eventually she'll be a playable character for your party, but they gave her more life, more to work with, more reason to have her in the game. It'll be the same way with Vincent. It won't be an optional character. He'll be a character that you'll either get to play in some DLC at first or something to that degree, but it'll force you to go down his path and get him. Like, I don't think they'll do optional characters at all. But I'm cool with what they're doing with it so far. I'm ready to see what the game's like. I want to experience the airship. I want to see Sid Highwind for the first time. Playing Mario World 3D old game, but I'm enjoying it. Dude, you can definitely enjoy older games. This game, one of the hardest games that you'll ever play. And I've shown this to people before, that's why it was sitting here. But this is a crazy, crazy hard game. If you haven't played it, I don't know if I suggest it because it's going to kick your ass, but this game is hard. Very hard game. Probably one of the hardest in, you know, period. I've seen, let's see, I don't think we're even going to get to the part where Cloud realizes who's Zack, even because that's really close to the end. And they've got to do part 3 yet too. Well, the thing is, dude, is they've already announced that this next game is multiple parts. It's going to have multiple discs. It's not just a 1-disc game. So they've got a lot more content than what they lead on about. Did Venusaur fill? Dude, Venusaur filled a long time ago. Blaine's Charizard is one of the best Charizard artworks there is. Yeah, no doubt, dude. That one, the base set, Neo Destiny. Yeah, I think it filled from last week or the week before or something. M. Brucey, I believe, won it. But this is, we've got Slowpoke, Psyduck, the Blastoise, and little old Starmie. Just threw it up there. Oh, no, we just changed it. We just changed it. The Starmie should fill pretty quick, I would think, and then we can put the Blasty back, but I would think anyway. Possibly not. We'll see. But Pokemon Crystal is the best. Followed by... Yeah, I didn't play too many beyond Silver and Gold. I mean, I dabbled in them, but nothing crazy. Like, as far as the biggest change in the game, I think it was Silver and Gold, because they went from just some, you know, very small structured Game Boy style game that had, you know, you catch Pokemon, blah blah blah, to a day and night cycle, different Pokemon, you know, at the times and stuff like that, and then it just got more advanced, which, yeah, I mean, like from Red and Blue to Silver and Gold was like the biggest change, and then from there, it kind of still was very good changes and upgrades to the game. I never played Crystal. How was it different? I barely even remember. I think it was very similar to Gold and stuff, but it was a newer version of it. So it was probably just like lots of better tweaks and everything to it. Because they really did a good job on most Game Boy games, even from like Red and Blue to Yellow. Like Yellow was still had some changes in it. More not more Pokemon, but more Pokemon available in Yellow than what it was like either like Red or Blue. The whole, if you put Pikachu in the PC, it would cry. It was not too devastating the first time I heard it. I was like, see ya! Later, Pika. Get out of my team. You want to evolve? I don't want you here. You either evolve or I'll get someone else to do it. We need power. Let's see here. Let's check and see if we got any other orders. Oh, wait a minute. Let's see here. Give me 1 second. Ooh. That's a nice one, Tampa. What is that even from? I just seen those messages. I never played Crystal. How is it? Order. Yeah, I don't think we've got any other orders yet. Little slow tonight. Fire red, leaf green. I can't remember which ones it was I played that was later. I think it was the one with Kyogre and Groudon in it. I don't remember which ones that was though. Which game was it? Sapphire maybe? Ruby and Sapphire, I think. Yeah, I mean, Pokemon has done a good job. Honestly, I think up until their most recent games of being innovative and kind of just like moving stuff forward. These ones, I feel like they really fell on their face with it because they made a legendary Pokemon mainly for getting around. So now you don't ride your other Pokemon. You don't fly with your other Pokemon. You don't utilize those. You ride a motorcycle style Miraidon Koraidon setup, and it like they kind of done that in, I think it was Pokemon Arceus as well, where they made even less that you could do that with, and it kind of drops the ball, especially considering how much money Pokemon have. Like as a company, you've been around for that long, like you shouldn't be like skimping stuff, but I really feel like that's the entire reason they set it up the way they did. How poor it runs. Yeah, I mean, on top of that, they never get away from Nintendo, so you're not going to have like Pokemon on Unreal Engine or something. And that's not to be some like negative person. Like Pokemon has so much more potential if they would go to an Unreal Engine or something to that degree. Even a standalone, or just making it so you can do more with all your Pokemon. Like, how badass would it be to jump on a Gyarados now and surf with it? Or, you know, something simple like that they refuse to do. It's too much animation when it's really not. If I can't ride a Spoink, exactly, dude. You want to ride a Spoink? Ride a Spoink. Don't stick me on a Miraidon or Koraidon. I don't want to ride those. They got wheels. If I wanted to ride wheels, I'll throw a bicycle up. But that's just how I feel. They really did a good job on most of the Game Boy games, though. I mean, hell, they even done a good job on the way they set up the games. More open, at least a more open feel, things like that. But then they lacked on what Pokemon were able to do as far as like interaction and stuff like that. If they can make Witcher 3 run on Switch, Pokemon shouldn't have popped in that bad. Shouldn't have that bad. Yeah, I mean, again, with the amount of money that the company has, with the kickbacks and stuff that they get, the different Nintendo deals, like just a lot of different things, they shouldn't be skimping on games. Pokemon did like Digimon, where you battle with one Pokemon and the rest of them get a EXP as well. I mean, certain things like that, I guess they changed for quality of life for people, so you didn't have to go, let me throw out the Magikarp first, and then throw out this. And yes, that's a pain in the ass, but it was very gratifying. I guess that'd be the word. Maybe even accomplished, or whatever it is, when say something like a Magikarp evolves finally from you having to go through an hour or so of grinding. And switching and doing all this, and you finally get Gyarados and he's just beating the shit out of everything that comes across it. That was awesome. That was worth it. Then the EXP shares, that's still okay. And then when it's like, now let's just share experience across the board. Certain things that they do it for more modernization, and I understand it, because now people don't want to have that kind of investment, even though they're going to invest even more time into gaming than what's ever been done. Like, kids now basically live on electronics. Like, my kid probably hates me because most of this summer I've made him do stuff like cook, clean, help with work outside, and do all this, and he hasn't got the game very much until it's late. So I'm sure he's pissed about that. His entire summer has been doing everything else, but hopefully later in life he appreciates it. But most of the time, like, kids live on this stuff, but they did make it more of just more modern, to where it's not as much work involved, and you can just kind of be simple and just play it super casually and still dump tons of time. You can EV train a Pokemon now in like 5 to 10 minutes. I applaud the parents that make their kids play in the dirt. Are taking the wrong part of electronics. Well, I mean, again, like, I love games. I actually do programming. I started nerding out with programming and stuff like that too. So it's one of those things, like, I'm not against electronics. I'm just not for them all the time. I mean, to each his own. Everybody's going to let their kids do different things, and it's whatever, you know. It's totally up to the parent how they do things. Sometimes I do. Like, if it's real cold outside, hell yeah, play your games, do your stuff. If it's warm enough for you to be outside or something, most of the time you're outside. Until it's a certain time, then you can come in and play your games if you want, as long as everything's done. But the kids who go home and play Fortnite all night are completely disengaged when it comes to school crafts and imagination, creativity. That is completely true. My oldest is like that. They don't know how to cut paper, but they can figure out everything in Roblox. Yeah, dude, I mean, it is true. It really is. Like, it's not to even, like, start on a rant, but that will get me going. Like, you know, something as simple as, like, here, open this bag. Or a good one, push this wire through the hole so I can grab it. Like, push the wire through, or something like that, and you come up and do it in 2 seconds, and then the kid can't do it. It kind of sucks. I know, and it's not to, like, times are different, but at the same time, it's like whenever I was younger, I was doing mechanics at a young age. I was, you know, learning how to program without YouTube, without anything, logging into a shell, figuring out things. Like, I was crazy creative. My imagination was insane when I was a little kid. Like, especially like 5 to 11 or so. You know, playing with figures or whatever it was. There was just a lot more to people, it felt like. MySpace was actually pretty cool, man. Getting to work with, like, CSS and stuff like that, it does teach you things. That's true, Rodney. I mean, like, it's no joke, man. My oldest, where he moved back in with his mom, he doesn't have to do much, and now it really shows. And it's like all the time that I had him for the longest time kind of went away. Href reference. Yeah, I mean, there was a lot of cool stuff then, as far as programming and all that too. Having to learn on your own, it was fun. Dude, if you went back and actually started programming again, at least doing like HTML, or if you ever worked with PHP, which I didn't, but PHP's basically HTML. With a different call, JavaScript or anything like that, it all comes back pretty quick. Because there was a time, like, where I'm working on a web page now. I haven't done it super actively as of late, but for the most part, I forgot most of it, And then I started making a page, so when I get out to this building and everything else is kind of going good, I'm gonna go back to it. Probably even do some website sales. But aside from that, like, I picked it back up really quick. Like, the programming side of it was really fast. So even stuff that I hadn't done, because I'd never really worked with PHP, it was super easy to learn. Like, it was just instantly. So it all comes back really fast if all you have to do is see it a couple times, and then you're like, oh yeah, this is how it works again. It doesn't take long. Welcome back, JC. Yeah, you would definitely pick it up quick, man. As soon as you looked at it, you would start to pick it back up. It's crazy fast. And it's honestly much more simple if you've ever done any other programming language, because I do C, C++, C#. Not as much C++, but mostly just C and C#. Those are my two favorite to use. It's because I wrote something called MUD, Multi-User Dungeons. Really nerdy shit. Like D&D style, Final Fantasy, whatever it was all text-based, but still gameplay. Most people don't wrap their heads around it. They just think you're just reading all the time or something, but it's just like a game. Same style engine, except instead of pictures or images, you're working with text. But once this office is set back up, I may even start going back to working on a game a little bit too, since I'll be like in a secluded area with nobody else around. I won't have like any stuff like pulling my attention away all the time, and I can just kind of relax and do it. But I definitely will be on the website a lot heavier. I'm going to finish that and see if I can do some website sales, templates, stuff like that. Maybe even, depending, I know me and Dan's talked about it, we may even boot our own little stuff up to push out some website sales, and then just keep trying to grow from there. And I'm wanting to link a lot of things to this page, so like if somebody places an order, say you order a Starmie, instead of me having to go over here and like change this text file or something like that, it'll just update it. A couple other little things too, but I'll be working on all that. So it'll like basically read it from a text file, send it over, and then once it gets the update, it'll just do it. Yeah, just so I don't have to worry about it. There's nothing that can happen. Like as soon as an order hits, that's it. Like it'll just take that card down. Some things I won't be able to automate exactly, but most things will be automated for me. Like I'll have to put, say like if I switch a card around or something, and I put this one up, I will have to go into the page and establish that, but it'll already be pre in there. I've thought about even taking pictures of the inventory. That way, instead of having something just live, that way, like if say somebody orders something or somebody wins and different things, I can make like a Pokeball image come out, catch this, and make it disappear. So it would just like wipe it out. There's a lot of things that I'm pretty creative with that I'm giving thought to there. But need to monitor it. Yeah, I'll definitely need to monitor it. We'll do some test runs, stuff like that as well. See how everything works out, but we'll definitely bug test it and all that. But from what I've learned in very short amount of time, it's definitely feasible, because I can link JavaScript to it, and JavaScript is pretty much one of those things like it's like a shittier version of C# with, well, I won't even say shittier version. Like there's not as much that. Well, there's just as much capable. It's not as fun to write in or anything, but you can do a lot with it. You can pretty much do what you want. Probably just need to verify purchases. Well, that'll be the thing too. I'm going to be linking a PayPal directly through it, so anything can be purchased through that, and then it'll alert me that PayPal has the stuff, and then once that alert comes up, it should do what it needs to. I gotta see how I'm gonna link everything, but it should be perfectly feasible. At least from what I've looked into and tinkered with and everything. I haven't linked the PayPal to it, but I know that they've got options to where you can use like a JavaScript and stuff like that with it. If you go into like PayPal Business, so it's pretty neat. It's neat stuff. But I think that that'll be pretty fun once it's all ready. And then I know several people who are wanting websites, so that'll help on that side too. And then I can just reinvest some of that back into the stream as well. So that'll help make up for like doing the building and stuff like right now. Selling websites and stuff will kind of reestablish some of the loss toward the building. Even though that's definitely a good gain, it's a monetary loss. So, but it'll definitely be worth it. It'll be nice once stuff's out of the way. Like I can set up different games, or you know, this nice wheel and stuff that I've never used before. There's even like a little random bingo, not bingo, maybe it is bingo, but it's like a lottery. Write it off in taxes. Yeah, I mean I definitely will, but it's just something like I always like to keep as much as I can to return back to the stream. Won't see that wheel ever. You will, Joji. You will see that wheel. Don't you doubt the wheel. It's still there for a reason. If not, I would have already taken it down and thrown it somewhere. And then we wouldn't see it again. That's why I left it up. The loud wheel. And we'll be able to be a little more loud. Because we'll be in a different space and I won't have to worry about like pissing the baby off. Or, you know, being too loud for the kids during school days or something like that. So, it's not like I'm going to be like shouting or anything all the time, but, you know. We will be able to be a little more upbeat on certain things. You know, if somebody comes in or something and I want to yell at them, I can yell. Can hear your actual voice. With just entertaining small streamers stream. Should be fun. One day I'm going to get Matt to power clean. I doubt it. I'm going to keep everything intact, Rodney. No back problems. No shoulder problem I already have, but no, power cleans are good, man. I just I'm not big on that style of lifting. I'm not like on the Olympic side or CrossFit. I just I believe in staying really tight when you do lifts, and it prevents injuries. Oh no, I don't. I have zero back problems, man. And that's one of the reasons too, is just staying really tight when I lift. If you do power cleans and different stuff, it's very hard to keep everything tight. Your lats can't stay locked in. Your body's more in a free state. So I just don't oh, you're supposed to, but it's much harder to do that. I mean, that's like saying bend over and try to activate your glutes to pull yourself back up before you're in a close to upright position. It's not feasible for some people. Well, I won't even say for some people. I just don't think it's as feasible. But power cleans and stuff, there's nothing wrong with those directly. But most like CrossFit type stuff, I won't mess with. Well, now you got to, WH. Now you got to. You got to say it. Somebody clip it. Hang on, I'm gonna screenshot it. I'll send it over in Roche's General. There we go. It's in their General now. But yeah, as far as lifting and stuff, Rodney, I don't. The only thing that I messed up was my AC. And if you go back, there's a video I'll post at some point of my first 300 lift. Pretty much the bench was too small, and just doing too much, and then where it was already inflamed and probably irritated, and then when I hit it off that, like the part that sticks out with the weights on it, that just done me in. And then I was still busting ass that night. I was still like doing dips with 2 plates and all this other stuff, and the next day my shoulder was froze. I tried to work through it too much. I didn't even notice it that much, honestly. But now it's a lot better. I don't really have pain and stuff now after doing certain things to fix it. Like hangs and just doing hangs all the time. Like if I take a break in the gym for a moment, then I'm over there hanging or something. Pull-ups, hangs, like taking something and pulling it out like this. Like that always helps as well. Modly, 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 mod. That timeout was a dream. Tamfam is a keeper. Always nice to see you. Tamfam's awesome. She just gets people, and I don't mind. I enjoy it. Sometimes I'll see it, I just ignore it and don't even say anything. I'm just like, ha ha ha. I love it. Yeah, it's always fun to watch her get people. I know there's times like if I'm just lurking in a stream, she'll just randomly get a message and I'll just see her be like, hey, here's a warning or whatever it is she says, and then it's like, don't do it again. They do it again. I'll send her a screenshot of it or something and just laugh. It's like, get them. Lots of heavy weather coming to the Midwest next few days. Careful, y'all. Wonder how Tennessee's... Yeah, that's true. If you see something, it's probably me just laughing because she timed them out. I'm in Tennessee, but I'm on like Eastern Tennessee. Hopefully nothing comes through. Bristol's normally pretty safe, so... What kind of weather, Alex? Naders, thunderstorms, and hell. Yeah, I hate tornadoes, man. Never will I live where tornadoes are often, or even just a big possibility. Tamfam with the timeout, yeah. I love when Tamfam time people out. I once stayed in North Carolina. I am from Southern California. Yeah, tornadoes, if I can't walk out and like puff my chest out and intimidate something or shoot it with a gun or... No, that's pretty much it. I don't want anything to do with it. I want nothing to do with it. Oh man, I may have to go back through and make a compilation of Tamfam's timeouts. Just make a video of it. That'll be my first video recorded on this channel. I don't even know what rain is. I didn't know it could rain. Oh yeah, man. Like that's one thing about the East. There's been a couple times, even like when I lived in West Virginia, I would be driving on like we call it like a 4-lane, like an interstate or highway, whatever you want to call it. And I think it was in the summer. The sky was so damn dark. And the rain started to hit so heavy, you literally stopped in the middle of a 65, 70 mile an hour road. And you just had to dead stop because you could not see shit in front of you. Even emergency flashers or anything. There was a couple times, I know I smoked one time, and this was bad because I smoked before I left. And I'm driving, everything's fine, and the storm just like completely went to shit. And it was pretty scary. I'm not intimidated by too much stuff, but this like put me in my place. And I had smoked before, so it made it even worse. I thought I was getting ready to get wiped out by something. Not even scared of the cars or anything hitting me. I was like, oh shit, this is the end. Like tornadoes coming, something. I can't see shit in front of me. The rain is so hard and the sky it went from daylight to like you could not see anything. Probably one of the scariest storms I've been in. And you sit there for like 10 minutes, storm goes away. Yeah, dude, I mean, when we lived in Nashville for a while, tornadoes would come through there at times, and no, I never do anymore, Joji. I never do, man. Not even gonna lie, I don't like to, especially if I'm driving. I never do it. Normally, if I do anything like that, it's always after the gym, or late after a stream. I don't do it if I have stuff to do. Yeah, Nashville, it used to come through sometimes, and every time I'd have to play it cool, even though, like, the wife would be in shambles, but like, oh no, like, it says this is a warning, and this is happening, and stuff like that, and it's like, we're fine, and I'm over here, like, scared shitless, but I'm just keeping it to myself, like, yeah, just go back to sleep, you know, and I'm like, oh shit, hopefully oh my god, man, I hate tornadoes. Odd question, Tam. You seem to know a lot of streamers, and I'll have a huge amount of respect for you. How long have you been a moderator with the status you have? You have a huge in the PokeTube community. Send 50 screenshots to Ian, have him edit it in the tunes of Another One Bites the Dust. That'd be a good one. WH, I've been modding for probably 2+ years now. My cousin drove in from Kansas last night. He said that a tornado passed in front of him on the way over here. Yeah, dude, hell with that. Like, if it's up to me, there will probably be a time that I retire that I'll probably move back to West Virginia just because there's no weather, except for thunderstorms, and that's it. There's flooding, but only in particular areas that, you know, don't be a dumbass and live back in a place where there's lots of floods. If you do, you know, hopefully nothing comes of it, but you do you. I stay away from all that. Yeah, I'll probably end up retiring somewhere like West Virginia or something at some point, or trying to buy a lot of property in a place like that, because I don't like tornadoes, man. Tornadoes, hurricanes, earthquakes, I'm sure would be pretty devastating. Volcanoes, all kinds of shit is just so deadly that I can't prevent, and I don't like it. I'm glad Michigan doesn't really get tornadoes. I could never deal with living in like Kansas, all them states where it's super common. Yeah, hell no. Like just the thought of me. Like, think of this, guys. Think if I'm a streamer. Tornado comes through, wipes my shit out. Even if everybody's okay, the fact that you lose everything, or most things, and it's common for it to happen, why would you ever want to go through that and just live in the same place again? I would be horrified every time that it rained. I'm like, oh shit, something's gonna happen. Snow melts, I can deal with it. Yeah. Tam, you always have a terrific attitude as a mod. Thanks for sharing. Yeah, Tam Fam's awesome, WH. It's good to be on her good side. Because, see, I would probably, like, every now and then, sometimes she'll delete a message or something, and I really don't mind. But I don't even dare say anything to her, because she'll time my ass out, too. And I'm not doing that. I just keep my mouth shut. Just keep my mouth shut. There's natural disasters everywhere, but tornadoes are one of the worst. Yeah, dude, I agree, Cobra. That's the scariest shit ever. Like, that is the, like, there has been dreams that I've had, well, we'll just say nightmares, man. When that stuff is involved with it, no. See, no hurricanes, no tornadoes, other things I can deal with to a degree. I would love more snow. That would be great. Give me all the snow that you want to give me. Yeah, TamFam was the first person to greet me on PokeSurge's stream after DPM stream. Nice, Joji. Yeah, me too, Kate. Me too. And the shit's always terrifying. Wake up and I'm just like, oh God. TamFam was the first mod that timed me out. Nice, nice. He did ask for it. She's probably got most of us. I don't think I've ever been directly timed out by her. Because I haven't even really been in like crazy amounts of streams before I almost streamed myself or had the mindset that I was going to do it. So I really didn't go in causing too much chaos or anything, or, you know. I think the only stream I was on that TamFam was really in at one point was Mux. And I just kind of was there. Well, Kate, you're nice. You don't ever do anything that warrants a timeout. If you want to feel like a rebel or something, though, like, do something real quick. We can show you. We can show you what it's like to be a baddie. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure I've got timed out by accident. I know Corey G's timed me out on Mux, maybe a couple other people, but it was whatever. OPB's got me before on like Roche's, and I told him I would like send him messages and tell him like, you don't know what you did by putting me in the darkness. I'm gonna come back stronger. And I would just say random stuff to it. But, yeah, I think you timed him out on an accident. It might have even been on here at one point. Can I have cards for free, please? You doing giveaways? Oh, that's it. You can't do it right after. You've got to give it a couple minutes. And you don't say joking after either. You have to let it ride. So we can get in our feelings and then time you out. I get timed out for fat fingers, putting periods between words other than spaces. You don't have to worry about that here, man. We don't mind. I'll try to decipher through the stuff. Just do a little sifting. We get it figured out. Yeah, Jay refuses to be a mod here. He just wants to relax and be the only Highlander. Please don't ask for free cards or memberships. For me, it become a habit adding LOL on every sentence because of one stupid friend who would take everything seriously, even a joke. Nothing wrong with being a mod. You get to time people out. I honestly prefer not to be a mod in most streams just because I'm lazy for the most part. Like if I finally get some time or something, I pretty much just kick back and do nothing. That's why I like where TamFam does a lot. Like I'll give her, you know, slabs and stuff from time to time, because that shit's a lot of work. Sea of Blue, yeah. Let me check real quick. I don't think we have too many in this one. I think there's like 6 total. I think anyway. Let me double check. Customize channel. Branding, basic info. Where is it at? Is it in settings? Yeah, community. So we've got Dan, we've got Richard, Roche Pokédex, Feller Chris, OPB, and Deep Six. And then TamFam's the managing mod. Aside from that, we don't have any. Yeah, no, I know, dude. There are some channels out there that have a lot of mods. Feller's got a shitload of mods. Feller's got a lot of mods. There's been people, and I'm not even kidding you, that couldn't really even mod. Like they wouldn't even be here to mod. And I removed their mod status. And that's another reason why I'm not even just willy-nilly giving it out at all, is because like I removed it, and the person just, they went stupid, man. Like it just caused so many problems, and I had to like, I even got on a call with them and was like firm as hell, just like, no, you need to chill the hell out, like that's it. I could do it on a small channel like here, but big streams would overwhelm me. I'd die in DPMs. Yeah, I mean, those channels would, no thank you when it comes to modding. That's all the mods you need. Yeah, probably about that many is fine for a channel like this. 13 to 25 viewers almost at whatever time. Like there's no need for more. That way if TamFam can't make it. Yeah, I'm a horrible mod, Rodney. I'd try to at least be joking and stuff in chats and everything. Your all stream is about one of the streams that I really like to make. I enjoy when you and Cheney go back and forth, and you can tell like it's relationship stuff. Like she'll do something and you give like a look and don't even realize you're doing it or something like that. I'm over here like dying laughing probably when nobody else catches it. But I crack the hell up on that stream a lot, actually. They just want the wrench title. Yeah, most people do. Well, I won't say most people because that's not the case. But some people definitely just want wrench, and I don't know what it does for them. But no, I know that's how you guys are all the time. That's what I like too, because like she'll say something, and then you'll like look at her. But I can like read the room, and you can tell when there's like a little bit of tension, and then you guys are just calm about it. But I don't know, it's just funny moments because it's real, you know. Like, and that's why I like it so much. That's definitely why I like it so much. Like I'll be cracking up when nobody else probably even catches it, and I'm just like laughing my ass off about it. Exactly, dude. Exactly. And that's what I enjoy about it, man. Like it's real. Like I crack up sometimes because I've just witnessed it firsthand and stuff myself, and you can just see certain tensions happen, and you know, certain comments when you both are just like, you little shithead, but you don't say it out loud. Like you can see the facial expressions and stuff. Like it's great. I see people on DPMs being like, "How can I be a mod?" Yeah, I don't want to be a mod anywhere. I'm okay with it, so I don't get timed out, but I don't need the wrench or anything. I know over in Nation stream, there was somebody like spamming or something one day, and I was like, "Hey Nation, toss me mod real quick." So I deleted it, and I was like, alright, take it off. And he's like, nope, you're trapped. So now if he asks a mod to do something, I'm like, I'm not actually a mod, I'm just security. Oh no, I know you guys love each other, alright? But it's just funny. I enjoy the hell out of it. That's seriously one of my favorite streams because I'm not even kidding. I know there's so many parts. Like, I'll see certain things, and I've even like sent Eddie messages. I'm like, did you just see what happened? And he didn't even catch it. And I'm like, oh man, this is great. Like, Rodney looked like he wanted to kill her for a minute, or Cheney looked like she was pissed off at Rodney for a second. And they just keep it smooth and keep going. I imagine being a mod is what Thanos felt like when he completed the Infinity Gauntlet. Do you know something about that? Do you know Thanos actually was trying to save the world? Did you realize that in that? Thanos wasn't necessarily being a bad guy. Even though he did it, it seems bad. Thanos was a real ass dude. Right. But Thanos was saving the world. Whether they wanted to believe it or not. Yep. He was. I mean, he was saving the world. Modding sucks sometimes. Instead of enjoying pack openings, you got a spammer or a troll you're preoccupied with and miss everything. Mass genocide is a tough pill to swallow. I mean, like, the thing is, in a lot of these story arcs and stuff, they do a nice enough job to give you a story, but they do too good of a job in making certain people to be the villain. They're really good at that. They're really, really good at that. And then they can turn around and make you like them in a heartbeat. But for that moment that they want you to hate them, you will hate them. So just pay attention to certain stories and stuff sometimes. A good example is Negan from The Walking Dead. Yeah, he done some bad things. It was the apocalypse. But when like Rick's group went in and killed like 50 plus people, he killed 2 of theirs in a bad way, which was cruel as hell. But he wasn't a bad dude. Who gives a shit about Glenn? No. No, Glenn was cool. But they made him out to be the worst person. Negan wasn't that bad. But he wasn't a bad dude. And blinded his son? Blinded his son. Glenn's son? Well, I mean, like, the way that he did certain things, yes. But if he wanted to, he could have killed every one of them at that time. That's the thing. Oh, yeah. But that has a similar effect. Like, he was doing something apocalyptic wise. If you're in that situation and you don't rule with an iron fist, you're not gonna make it that long. But yeah, they took him and 2 people. He took out 2 people for all the people that Rick and them just went in and killed. Now, they weren't doing the right ways. They were bullying to get certain things and stuff like that, yes. But then later in the show, they turn around and make you really like Negan. And if you don't really like Negan, that's just like a hatred for no reason. Negan was a badass. Negan was, I think they're even doing like a little spin-off or something with it. The comic books were way better than the show too, guys. You should definitely read the comics at some point. They were good. They were much better than the shows. Like much better. Yeah, the comics were much better. Like I wish they would have followed the complete story arc for that. I know I watched the final episode. It was like not long ago, but I think they're doing like a spin-off with Negan. They're doing a Daryl spin-off, like Negan and Maggie or something like that. And they were supposed to be doing Rick and Michonne as well. They were supposed to be doing movies with it. I don't know if that came to be or not, but I know Maggie got too big of a head or something too, which happens in a lot of shows, but Keegan actor was such a sweetie in Grey's Anatomy. Grey's Anatomy. I never watched that. So you don't know what I'm talking about. Well, either way, it's not exactly the same lineup as Thanos, but Thanos done it in a Disney movie to where other things aren't shown, but people turn to dust. Everybody hates Thanos, but he was saving the world. He was saving the world. Damn it. Secret admirer, hello, welcome in. Let me see here. 101. Not all heroes wear capes. You are correct. Who won the Blastoise? Nobody. We just put that up. Blasty's still there. Blasty boy's still there. We just moved it. It wasn't doing anything at the time, so we just flopped it. Somewhere wrenches. I see what you did there. Hero Tam Fam. Stream 0. I go away and come back and gone. Yeah, it's still there, man. Tonight's been a pretty slow night, so I'll probably have to stream at least a couple more times before I take that little hiatus, but I may even have to run a couple back-to-backs or something, but we'll see how everything goes. Tomorrow I'll be good to stream Monday, and have to go need to sleep. Yeah, we're getting ready to shut it down anyway, Joji. Appreciate you being out, man. It was fun talking and everything tonight too, guys. Wasn't too active as far as the stream goes, but we did, have good conversation. At least I thought. I enjoy this stuff. But yeah, I'll probably be back tonight, guys. Monday. And maybe even Tuesday, depending, unless I go and pick Trip up. But we'll see how that goes. Is there anybody we can raid right now to send you guys over to? Is there anybody live? Probably not. Nah, we're good on the raid. You guys enjoy your nights. Pokin' Fun Boys? I never raid Pokin' Fun Boys. We could raid him. Pokin' Fun Boys. Fun Boys. I don't have him followed either. Man, I'm slacking. Wait, it says Pokin' Fun Boys. The name says definitely not Derek Race or Ken X. Subscribe? What is this? Why does it say that? Why did he change that? Oh man, is he getting them too? Oh, I love it. This is awesome. Or lost a bet or something on it. He wanted to win more giveaways. Alright guys. Here's PFB's stream. If you guys don't mind, let's go over. Say hello. You don't even have to say too much about a raid or anything. Just go say hello. I like that he did that though. He won his first giveaway but fell asleep. Alright guys. I appreciate you guys hanging out with me tonight. We'll be back tomorrow and possibly Tuesday. But then we'll be shut down for about a week. I want to get some of this stuff done. And then, you know, we'll figure out more though as it goes. But I'll be on later tonight. Have a good night, guys.